a My Froggy Stuff mashup. You asked for it, so here it is. A Disney Descendants mashup! From our curl up and dye salon to our custom Disney, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I really want a made-to-move Mal, but I just can't match her skin tone. This is a purple top made-to-move Barbie body, and see that? It's just too big of a difference. I know it's not always possible to match them perfectly, but that's just way off. So I'm gonna take some artistic liberties. What if Aurora was raised by Maleficent? Kind of a Mother Gothel Rapunzel thing. Mother, are you sure my name is Mal?
Yes, dear. Mother knows best.
So, keeping in line with our other Hasbro Disney Descendants Made-to-Move doll, we are going to turn Hasbro's Aurora into our own Made-to-Move Mal. So, off with her head! Wait, before we put her head on, let's go ahead and change her hair. So let's cut it, remove all of the remaining hair. I don't have any hair, so I am going to use yarn. And I really like this coloration right through here. It fades from purple to black. I cut out a section of yarn, use a threader to thread the needle with yarn, tie a knot on one end. Because this doll has a small neck opening, I'm going to take the needle and push it through the neck. I have to use needle nose pliers because the needle is too short. And I'm just going to push it through the scalp, then pull it from the other side. Pull the yarn so only one end comes out, remove the needle, and pull the yarn until it is secure. One down, many more to go. I know I am going to have trouble with that hairline doing it that way, so let's try it the regular way. I'm gonna go through the top, and maybe I can see the needle so that I can grab it with my pliers. I think I've got it. There it is. Okay. That's gonna take a while. After going all the way around the edges, I continued with the earlier method until the head is reasonably covered. Place the head onto the body, then begin brushing the yarn to remove the bulk and straighten the hair. I love yarn hair because it stays where you put it. Look, blowing in the wind. So cool! As much as I love these violet eyes, we need to repaint them. This Mal has brown, almost hazel eyes. However, I want to go for a bright green. So I'm using acrylic paint, and I'm just going to color inside the lines. Gotta say I'm a fan of the glowing green eyes. Now, what to wear? Mal's gown? But it doesn't quite fit. I can't get it to close in the back. What about classic Mal? What's up? I was able to get her into this one a little better. We just had some problems at the top of the jacket, and the sleeves look a little short. But overall, I think it's a good option. We can give her a few bracelets. Uh-oh, we forgot to paint her nails. Let's go with a dark purple. I'm using acrylic paint, and we're just gonna paint her nails really fast. Here are her belts from another doll. Add some gold details to the belt for a little something extra. So far, this outfit was the easiest to get on. The fabric allows a little bit of stretch, so it was able to fit the made-to-move body. And since she has a made-to-move body, she can fit Barbie clothes. Yep, purple is definitely your color.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Wanna let this true love, I got to have it, you that I yearn for.
going to make a doll room inspired by the Isle of the Lost from Disney Descendants, using cardboard, scrapbook paper, recycled paperboard, fabric, twine or yarn, and glue. I start by taking cardboard. I'm using a 36 by 48 inch trifold. I draw a line 13 inches from the bottom, cut on the line drawn to make a 13-inch trifold. Cut off one of the sides to make a corner room. Cut down the leftover cardboard to use for the floor, giving me a room that is 13 by 16 inches. And before I glue the walls to the floor, cover them with scrapbook paper. I'm using a variety of rustic scrapbook papers, like brick and distressed wood, for the walls. I covered the floor with a textured paper that looks like cracked concrete. Glue the walls to the floor to make the corner room. Take leftover pieces of cardboard and cut it into thin strips. Cover with scrapbook paper to make planks of wood. Cut rectangles of cardboard, cover with paper, glue them together to make a platform. Glue some of the planks to the platform, and I want this to look very random, with the boards going in different directions to make furniture for the room. I glue together more covered cardboard by gluing 2 small pieces over 3 planks. Make 2 and glue cardboard onto the sides. Glue on the second one to make a shelving unit. Glue twine across the top, cut fabric, and hang it onto the line. Add jewelry. Fill the shelves with a variety of items like our doll record player, small bottles, our cauldron, caddy, baskets, a Barbie violin. I added charms I found on clearance like this camera and the Mona Lisa. Here's a mini figurine. Add a plastic jewel for a little shine and other small treasures. We can turn the platform into a bed by adding bedding. Throw on some covers and pillows to make the perfect VK bed. Paint on covered cardboard to make signs and artwork. Glue beads onto black thread to make lights and complete our Disney Descendants Isle of the Lost inspired room.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I think Dizzy deserves a bigger place. So let's make our own curl up and die inspired room using cardboard and glue. And remember to always have adult supervision when working with hot objects. I start by cutting a large rectangle of cardboard. For the base, I add another piece the same size and glue them together for strength. Cut and glue together 2 rectangles of cardboard for the front and side of the salon. This is about double the height of my doll. On the front and the top center, draw and cut out a window. On a piece of cardboard, I draw a door with a rounded top. Draw a frame around it, cut it out, glue it to the front right under the window. I cut another piece of cardboard to make the archway stand out a little farther. Cut 2 rectangles of cardboard and glue them right above. Glue the walls onto the base. Cut another rectangle of cardboard. Cut a rectangle out of one corner. Cut 2 and glue them together. Turn the building around. Glue the cut rectangle inside for the second floor, making an upper level that is a little shorter than the base. Cut strips of cardboard. Glue a cardboard strip connecting the top floor to the bottom. To make it stronger, use another layer of cardboard. Measure and cut cardboard to glue between the wall and the strip to make stairs leading to a loft. Now let's paint. In a plastic bowl, pour in some acrylic paint, add glue. I'm using like the entire bottle. Mix it. I want my paint to have a little texture, so I am going to add a little bit of flour. Sprinkle it in a little bit at a time, stirring as I go until it is the desired thickness. It's kind of like a thick pancake mix. Using a foam brush, I begin to apply it to the cardboard. I'm starting at the corners, filling in the spaces between the cardboard. I am using it like plaster, so it is important that the mixture is thick enough that it stays where you put it. I actually want this to be just a little thicker, so I add a little more flour. That's better. So first, I fill in all the spaces. This is so thick that the plastic spoon is actually working a little better. Oh, and a paintbrush works pretty good too. I've covered all of the raw edges, including the ones on the inside. Now I am going to brush it on in small sections. Let's get some good texture. Then I use a bamboo skewer or a toothpick to draw a few bricks. The front of the salon in the movie is all brick. However, we're just going to draw a few, so it looks like a stucco building with brick underneath. To make sharper lines, I use a sewing pin. I make larger bricks going around the window. This can be a little time-consuming, so I'm just taking my time drawing all of the little bricks. Paint the inside, giving the walls texture, so it looks like concrete or stucco. Add a sidewalk around the front of the building. Use light and dark colors to bring out the details in the bricks. I used a lighter gray around the window to look like cinder blocks. Then dry brushed a darker gray into the corners and along the textured surface. I'm not trying to be super neat. I want it to be very random, like an old building that has been painted a few times and maybe the paint has been worn off from the weather. I add a little more stucco paint around the edges of the brick so that you can really see where the stucco has broken off. Tapping the cardboard with the paint gives you really good texture. Continue dry brushing, blending light and dark colors. Yeah, I like that. Then right on the edge of our broken plaster, I'm just gonna make a little black line to highlight it a little bit more. I try to keep it kind of thin and random. Trace the door cutout onto a piece of paperboard, cut it out, cut to separate the two doors, paint them, paint the recess on the building a dark color, use the end of a pen to make little details, cut and paint a strip of paperboard and glue it to the end, cut another piece, bend the ends, glue it on for a handle. Cut the door cardboard cutout into two pieces, trim it down, then glue on the right-hand side of the door. So I have one door with cardboard and one without. Glue the one without cardboard directly onto the building. Glue on the cardboard door so it is opened just a little. Cut clear plastic from packaging to fit the upstairs window. Carefully use scissors to scratch it, and remember to always have adult supervision when working with sharp objects. The scratches will make it look like the window has been cracked. Glue it into place, cut and paint wooden dowels, glue them onto the front and the side to look like pipes and to help keep the walls straight. Cut paperboard, paint it, paint a clock, right closed until midnight, glue on thread, a little bow for decoration, and hang it onto the door. On paperboard, draw a perfume bottle, cut it out, along with parts to make up a pair of scissors and a banner. Paint them. I painted the perfume bottle a light lavender with a dark gray edge. Add a little touch of green, a little white at the top, and black details. Paint the banner a pale yellow and write Lady Tremaines. Paint the parts of the scissors dark gray, then brush the edges with a little silver. paint foam letters, begin putting it all together, glue it to the front of the shop above the door to make the sign for our salon. For a little extra fun, I'm going to add some LED lights. I can just place it behind the sign to have working lights. Add a few random papers. These are printables from our doll wand shop, and our new building is done. I think it's pretty close to our inspiration room, and I'm really excited to decorate the inside, but we'll have to do that in another video. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and The Frog Vlog.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Today, we are going to decorate the inside of our Disney Descendants Curl-Up-and-Dye Salon dollhouse. Check out part 1 to see how we made all of this. Now let's go inside. Just joking, that door is just for show. You have to turn it around. On the back, we have a nice size room with stairs and a loft. Let's get started on making a few pieces of furniture. Using recycled cardboard, measure and cut pieces of cardboard. Remember to always have adult supervision when crafting. I've cut 5 rectangles of cardboard. This one is about 6 inches and this one is about 7. I cut 2 for the sides and 1 for the top. Cover with paper using a glue stick. Glue them together, starting with the sides, the front, and top. Cut recycled paperboard, cover with paper, glue them onto the front. Use craft foam to add details. Use a hole punch to make knobs to make a stove. Next, cut cardboard, 3 long rectangles and 3 shorter ones. Cover with paper, glue the long rectangles together, glue 2 of the smaller rectangles on the sides, glue the last one on the inside. Cut skinny sticks, glue them around the bottom, glue shorter ones to the corners, glue more skinny sticks around the bottom for support to make a stand. Take duct tape, roll it into a tube, wrap thin strips of duct tape around one end, glue on a button, glue the other end to the back for a hose to make the sink. Cut another piece of cardboard, cover with paper. For this whole project, I've been using computer paper because it's inexpensive and easy to find. Cut skinny sticks, glue them around the edge, glue some into the corners, cut jumbo popsicle sticks, glue them across the bottom to make a work table. We are starting to run out of space, but I like how this is coming along. It is inspired by the Curl-Up-and-Dye Salon, and yet it is a dollhouse. So I am going to add a simple chair to go with the table. Cut cardboard, cover with paper, curl over the front, roll a paper tube, cut a few circles of paperboard, cut a hole out of the center, stack and glue a few together, place a solid one on the bottom, glue the paper tube in the middle, glue on the seat, cut and cover another piece of cardboard, glue it to the back, glue cut skinny sticks on the sides for support, glue on more covered cardboard for armrest and a headrest to make a salon chair that can also be a work chair. I don't think we can fit any more furniture in here. For the upstairs loft, cut rectangles of fabric that are longer than the doll. I cut 2 out of a blue cotton, then 2 out of felt. Sew a straight line around the edge, leaving an opening so it can be turned inside out. Sew the opening closed to make a mattress. Make another one with 1 layer of fleece to make covers. Make smaller rectangles and fill them with fluff to make pillows. Now let's add a little color. I add a little taupe to the floor, mix in a little white and gray, brush the sink and stove with the same colors. Paint the table shades of brown. I paint the chair red with black and silver accents. Now here's the fun part. Start adding bright colors to the walls. I want it to look like a splatter, then make lines going down so it looks like it's dripping. Add it to the stove and little splashes of color on the chairs. I'm adding a little to the table. I load one brush up with paint and then tap it against another to make splatters. Warning, this is a little messy. I used several different colors to give it that dizzy look. Curl floral wire, glue black circles onto the top of the stove, glue the wire on top to make the burners. Mix clear drying glue and food coloring in glitter jars. Paint a thin coat on the inside of the glitter jars and allow them to dry. Take a rectangle of colored paper and clear plastic, glue on skinny sticks, glue it to the wall for a window. I paint splattered some of the bedding to make it just right for Dizzy. I painted Lady Tremaine's cat using our photo painting technique. I use gold ribbon for a frame and glue it to the wall. Glue on fabric for curtains. Tie colored yarn onto brown yarn, brush it out. I'm tying another piece of yarn around the center to make a tassel. Style them, and I used a curling iron on a low setting to make the curls. But remember to always have adult supervision when working with hot objects. Hang it in the room to finish our Disney Descendants Curl Up and Dye Salon inspired dollhouse. This is such a fun space. You can use it as a salon where you wash and style hair. You can use it as a dollhouse. Here is the kitchen area, there's the upstairs bedroom. Or you can use it as both. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what inspired dollhouse you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and The Frog Blog.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
About to start and I need a whole new wardrobe. So you know what that means. Shopping! But I've seen everything in these stores. I need a new store, a bigger store, and one that I can go inside of. Hey Evie, wait up! You make clothes, right? Okay, let's make a new store for our dolls by recycling doll packaging. I will also need a cardboard trifold from the dollar store, scrapbook paper, wooden dowels, popsicle sticks, acrylic paint, pipe cleaners, and glue. I start by taking the trifold, open it up, and lay it flat. So this is one of the side panels and this is the center. Starting at the crease, I measure 13 inches up and draw a line. I cut on the line drawn and remember to always have adult supervision when working with sharp objects. After cutting completely down the line, my trifold now makes an L shape with a 13-inch back wall, and I'm using the side of the trifold for the floor. Now let's cover it with paper. I want the shop to have a little of an Evie from Descendants vibe. Evie is a girl of the Isle and of Oregon. So I am going to pair some rustic prints with a little glam. I'm using a wood plank on the floor and a concrete print on the back wall. I allowed the wood to go past the fold and up the wall. so that we can lay the back wall down to expand the floor. I take 2 doll boxes that are about the same size. I am using these Barbie Black Label boxes because it has clean rectangular lines, the sides are a solid color, and the front looks like a large window. I carefully remove the top of the box, cover the inside with a neutral scrapbook paper, cover the back of the box with paper, glue on a few cut popsicle sticks, cut a small piece off of a wooden dowel, glue a few across the top to make hooks to hang accessories on, creating 2 walls that can be used for our storefront and as a display on the back. And I could choose to glue them into place, or I can leave them free so I can move them around to create new spaces. For mannequins, I can store dolls with limited articulation on the inside for a realistic look, or you can cut the shape of a body form out of recycled paperboard, glue a few layers together, glue a cut wooden dowel to the back, glue the bottom of the wooden dowel onto a wood cutout, glue a bead on top, paint it to make a dress form to display Evie's latest design in the store window. And what's really fun about our shop windows is that we can place a piece of scrapbook paper right in the back to change the look of the display. I use stickers to place the name on the front so it says Evie. Okay, I really like the way this is starting to look. We have the rustic background with a little touch of gold. Now let's work on the inside. I glue glitter paper around foil paper to make a mirror. I take one of our half palettes from a previous video and glue painted skinny sticks onto the sides in the shape of an X. For a table to showcase merchandise, or to hold a sewing machine so Evie can design more fashion. I cut 2 wooden dowels to 9.5 inches, cut another one at 4 inches, take 2 popsicle sticks and 1 skinny stick. Glue the wooden dowels together, glue the bottom of the wooden dowels onto the popsicle sticks, measure and cut the skinny stick to go across the bottom. Glue beads onto the corners for a little decoration to make a clothing rack. Trim down pipe cleaners, cut the pipe cleaner in half, curl one end, then bend the other end to make a triangle. Secure the end by wrapping it around the neck to make a hanger. Make more hangers, make more clothing racks, and I'm going to paint them gold. Use the clothing racks to store your doll clothes, store shoes on the shelves, handbags on the hooks, so the store looks fully stocked. And now I have a new place to store and display my doll clothes. If I need more room to play, I can fold down the back wall to extend the floor, and now it looks like we're inside the shop looking out, and there is enough room to add the seating from our doll treehouse, giving Evie a place to sketch her designs. I found some ribbon I can use as a measuring tape. Scraps of fabric wrapped around popsicle sticks look like bolts of fabric. Borrow the body form from the front window so she can make the perfect dress. And when playtime is over, fold up the back and place everything on the inside. And for a final touch, place a small red heart by her name to complete our Evie's for Hearts inspired shop.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Braids are coming along nicely. I've got this much done so far, and I still have all this to go. So we're still working on that. But in Descendants 2, I had another favorite character. Dizzy, the granddaughter of Lady Tremaine. But I don't have a doll for her, so we are going to make one of our own. I want her to have a different face mold from the other Disney Descendants dolls, but I want her to look like she could be a part of the doll line. Aw, man! Sorry! So I'm going to use another Hasbro doll, Anna from Disney Frozen. Her head looks about the right size. Yep, just about. Her hair is about the right color. Plus, it's already parted down the middle, which will make styling a lot easier. We'll just have to change her eye color. I think Dizzy had brown eyes. Her skin tone is a good match for the purple top Made to Move Barbie. Unfortunately, I don't have any more in the box, but I did find a broken one. Ah! I broke this one a little while ago, and I managed to get a pipe cleaner in there. I had to use tweezers and stuff. It was not that easy. I ended up having to cut the fluff off of one end. Then I made a curl, a small one, and I bent it slightly. And I was able to push it through, and I used pliers to pull it out. Totally messed up my nail polish in the process. Twist the wire a few times. Place a button on the ends. Twist the wire again to fix the neck peg. Now that the body has been repaired, Anna, right this way, please. And everyone, say it with me. Off with her head! Whoa, her neck peg is a lot smaller than our button. So I have to undo this and replace it with a smaller one. Then attach the head, and it worked! With no bobblehead syndrome! Yay! I take out her braids and style her hair into two buns by adding a little water to the hair, brush it neat. I gather the hair in my hand and begin twisting very tightly until it coils onto itself. Use rubber bands to secure it, then take the ends and pull them forward for little sprouts of hair. Take red and yellow yarn and tie it around her hair. Unravel the yarn to give her a few highlights. Perfect! On a piece of cardstock, I draw a pair of glasses, carefully cut it out, and remember to always have adult supervision when working with sharp objects. Fold the sides back, paint it with nail polish in a variety of colors and allow it to dry. While waiting, I use acrylic paint to paint her eyes brown. Now what to wear? I kind of like this Barbie artist outfit. I am definitely taking some artistic liberties, but it seems very appropriate. I really like this, but let's try another look. This is Elsa's dress from Frozen. I cut the sleeves shorter, cut off the bottom of the skirt to make the dress shorter. Take the leftover material from the skirt, turn it inside out, fold over the edge, sew on a piece of elastic with a zigzag stitch, pulling slightly as you go, to make a skirt with an elastic waistband. Sew tulle onto the dress to add another layer to the dress. Cut a trapezoid out of fabric, fold over and hem all the sides. Sew or glue on ribbon to make an apron that ties behind the neck and at the waist. Add paint to the dress. I'm using acrylic paint, and I want it to look like she has little paint splatters all over her clothes in a variety of colors. Then let it sit and allow it to dry. Paint her nails. Once everything is dried, use a button for a pendant. Get her dressed, and I decided to tie her apron in the back. I gave her a pair of gold boots, taking some artistic liberties here. I tuck her glasses into her hair to keep them in place. And our Dizzy, daughter of Drusilla, granddaughter of Lady Tremaine, is done.
Happy crafting!
There is a place where we could go, where it's always shining like the snow. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know that I just wanna be with you. You can buy your way into my heart, but you don't see that I just want you. You get me things, but I don't care. Babe, there is a place where we...
Since the premiere, I have probably seen Disney Descendants 2 about 6 times. And the premiere was 4 days ago? I have even given my nails a curl up and dye makeover. So when I saw a request for a made-to-move Uma, I was like, yeah! Matching Disney Descendants dolls with Barbie made-to-move bodies is not always easy. Mal is very pale, and I found it difficult to make a good match. But we did make a made-to-move Evie, and we are going to try to make a made-to-move Uma. What's my name? What's my name? Sophie, say it louder. Sophie, this is not about you. We're focusing on Uma. She's getting a made-to-move body today. Wait, but if she gets a made-to-move body, then she'll be able to borrow my clothes. I mean, I am all for taking their clothes, but now you want me to share my clothes? Aw, man. Don't worry about her. She'll get over it. And now, let the transformation begin.
I never learn from my mistakes. Everything you drop breaks, even a pretty face. It's pretty cool to fall in love. I need something.
Yay! So both dolls made it through the procedure. The skin match for Uma isn't that bad. You can tell it's off just a little, but in person it actually looks a lot better than on camera. Maybe it's the lights. And now she has the ultimate posable body! Whoa! Sorry. Those knees can take a moment to get used to, but they will really come in handy while you try to get people to walk the plank. Ah! Okay, Uma, what's next? I have started braiding her hair, and this is going to take a while because I am making very skinny braids. I figure if I do a little bit at a time every day, it will eventually get done. Since her hair is crimped, the braids hold pretty well. I just keep them thin and leave the ends loose, giving me the option to take them out if I choose. I've been braiding for a while and I've only gotten this far. I started in the front so that it looks like it's all done, even though it's clearly not. But it'll do for now. My Uma doll has a little defect on the factory lipstick, so I'm using some nail polish remover to smooth it out. Oops, I went a little overboard and took all of her lipstick off. So I had to repaint them. Now what to wear? I found this fashion pack with a sparkly green dress. It's a little formal, but let's see what it looks like. It is actually not that bad because Uma has been known to throw on a fancy dress when the occasion calls for it. Maybe we can throw on a leather jacket to switch it up a little. I found this outfit at Walmart. It is from Funville Sparkle Girls. The netting at the top reminded me of a fishnet. And this top from Barbie Emoji Style is actually the perfect shade of teal. We are going to have a lot of fun dressing up our new made-to-move Uma. Let us know what you think about her new do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and The Frog Vlog. And I better get back to braiding so that one day I can say, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
going to make a made-to-move Disney Descendants doll. Matching their skin tone was a challenge, but I think out of all of my options, this is going to be my best match. I could go with Allie, because they are pretty close. Evie's just one of the originals, and my favorite character. So I'm gonna stick with her. Sorry, Allie, but if I get another body, then you will be first in line. Unless another doll comes out. I've taken the made-to-move Barbie out of the box. Looking at their arms, they appear to be the same color. Even their legs seem to match. So body-wise, I think it's a good match. So off with their head. Oh, come on, Allie, don't be like that. But no, seriously, we have to remove your head. And always have a parent's permission before altering your dolls. The neck hole for the Disney Descendant is very small in comparison to the Barbies. So I'm using the end of my scissors to widen it a little, then attach. That was actually pretty easy. Her hair did get a little messed up, but we can fix that. Now let's put the Barbie on Evie's body. Not bad. I'm happy this works too because this was the neon lights Evie, and she lights up. As for our new made-to-move Evie, I think she looks great. Let's just get her over to hair and wardrobe. A hot water treatment to smooth out the hair, and all that is pouring hot water over the hair. Remember, safety first. Then I combed it out and allowed it to dry. Now it's time for some clothes. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who has the fairest outfit of them all? Barbie fashionistas, yeah! Plaid on plaid and fab fringe. Nice. She is wearing the Barbie fashionista plaid on plaid shirt. I distressed the fab fringe shorts, original Evie tights, and the tights allow her to wear original Evie shoes. And now we have a new doll to add to our made-to-move collection.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Thank you for joining us for this My Froggy Stuff mashup. Let us know what mashups you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time. Bye!